Hello, everyone. Welcome to our DVC journey. I'm Brian,
And I'm Gail.
and we're happy you're joining us today. Hey, we're going to start right out the gate. If you've been watching our videos and you like our videos, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe at this point because we're going to get into some interesting things and we don't want you to forget. So if you can like and subscribe, and if you end up not liking it, then unlike it and don't subscribe, unsubscribe. But hopefully you do. So we're going to be talking about 4 points that DVC has shared some information with us, and it's called good or bad. So really, you have to make the decision: is it good? Is it bad? These announcements. So there's 4 of them. Make sure you stay with us through the whole video because you're going to want to hear the information we have about the 4th item. So first of all, Disney Polynesian. At the association meeting, the Condo Association meeting, Disney has announced the Polynesian is to remain or be put under the same deed. Um, and
That is the plan.
That's exactly what they said.
That is the plan,
that's the
is what they
plan.
said.
Interesting, because I've seen that in a couple of social media areas that is the plan, is what the wording was. So most of social media and everybody is going on, it is part of the deed. So we're going to talk about it as it is part of the deed. And it's not the first time that Disney has surprised us and changed their mind on something. So
But if
this is part of the deed, and we're going to go on, it is, because a lot of people have come to that conclusion that it is. So we're going to go under that assumption. So first of all, being under the same deed, what does it do? It opens it up to the current members being able to book into the new building, Polynesian building, at 11 months. They are members of that home resort for the whole resort, which to me, I would think that would be a plus benefit for current members.
Yes.
They'll be able to book into 1 bedrooms because the Polynesian is all studios and the bungalows. And then they'll be able to book into 2 bedrooms, okay? And then, of course, they'll be able to book into the bungalows, which they already are. But the new members that are going to buy into Polynesian will also be able to book into the studios and also into the bungalows. So to me, I would think that that's a good thing.
For sure.
Opens up the whole resort. We are, as you know, if you watch our channel, we are a home resorts is Saratoga, but also Wilderness Lodge at Boulder Ridge. And then there's Copper Creek, which we are not members of that association. So they split that one. So with us, Boulder Ridge, Wilderness Lodge, Boulder Ridge, we get an 11-month window. If we want to stay at the same resort, even though it's Copper Creek, we get 7 months. The Polynesian gets the whole thing. Grand Floridian, just like Grand Floridian, they're doing the same thing, gets the whole thing. So to me, that seems like that would be a nice advantage for members there. Probably a good time to purchase more points. We're not associated with DVC. We're not associated with anybody with resale. This is just me speaking that they're going to come out with the point chart. The point chart, Riviero's at $217, and then they have their different discounts and things of that nature. Resale, I would think that the resale prices for Polynesian, and this is only speculation, resale prices for Polynesian are probably going to go up because I'm going to say that the Polynesian Direct is going to go up.
I think so too.
That's just my thinking. So not telling you to do that, but you might want to check into it, and see if it's a good time for you to pick up some resale points, remembering there's going to be restrictions, with those points and all. So that is number 1. Number 2, we're going to let Gail kick this one off. And what is our number 2 topic of announcement from Disney?
The cabins at Fort Wilderness. So we are going to attach a couple of pictures, the exterior and the interior of one of the cabins that was...
Those were shared at the Condo Association meeting that was just conducted. And on social media, I had seen that Monica How
Hopefully, Polia.
Polia.
Hopefully, we're
Okay, we're
saying
going to
it
say
correctly.
Polia. Sorry, Monica, if that's not how it's pronounced, but we appreciate it. She must have been at the condo association meeting and had some photos of the screenshots of what Disney DVC was announcing and the look of the cabin. So as
Hmm.
Gail is describing the cabins, we're going to post photos of what she's talking about. So go ahead, Gail.
Well, the outside of the cabin, I do want to say I think it looks very nice. I think the inside, I love that they separated the sleeping quarters.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good thing.
that was well thought out and needed.
It has the Murphy bed.
Yes, it has a Murphy bed,
Yeah,
has
so
another separate room that you're not all four in one room.
yeah, you can see that in the
Yeah.
corner of the picture that
Hmm.
we're showing right now.
Right.
Yeah.
The one thing that struck me right off the bat, though, was this doesn't look like a cabin or a cabiny feel, or I feel like it doesn't fit the theme
Mm-hmm.
of Fort Wilderness and cabins. That's just my personal opinion,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like Disney is so good about theming their resorts and making you feel immersed in that environment that it kind of surprised me a little bit. It was not what I was expecting to
Mm-hmm.
see. And I'm not saying that I don't think, I mean, they look very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I just personally don't, I'm unsure of why they
It
felt the
doesn't
need
fit.
to,
Yeah.
I just don't feel like
Yeah.
it really fits
Square peg, round hole.
Yeah.
You know, so this is the exterior, and you can see the roof line comes out over the top. Neat looking design.
Mhm. Oh yeah, for
It has the
sure.
rectangular windows just below the roof line there. You see that. You know, a nice deck area out front there, but it doesn't look like a cabin, you
No.
know, by any means. And I just remember the girls growing up with our kids growing up, that seeing the old cabins, it was like, wow, that'd be neat to stay there. We never did. We never
Mhm.
got to the cabins. We just, you know, migrated to the same spot.
Well, we usually had
Yeah.
big groups of people.
True.
That's why we migrated to the other places.
But now, if the girls were younger, I wouldn't have a desire to go there. It just doesn't look like a cabin. But you had some comments about the interior. Here's an
well,
interior picture of
yeah,
it.
and I don't feel like it is cabiny feeling indoors at all.
Mhm.
I really feel like they have modernized it inside and out, and maybe they feel that's what people are looking for now is a more modern feel. But I don't. I mean, when I think of a cabin, I think of cozy and wood and
Mhm.
you know, that type of thing, and I just feel like it almost looks a little industrial modern
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
of a thing. I mean, if you look at the chairs, they're very,
It-
I feel like they're kind of, I said I thought the chairs look like they would be something that you would see in an office, honestly.
yeah.
Is what I was my
Very
first.
clean cut.
Yes.
You know, I would think like the furnishings, you're talking about that the chairs would have the wider arms on them, wood, you know, wood, stained wood, you know, something of that nature, with some wood spindles that are, you know, just stained, you know, again, stained wood, whatever, just not a clean cut.
Yeah, just I feel it's very modern and
I have my opinions about it.
yes, yeah. I just, not saying it's bad. I mean, the outside look I like. I just don't feel like it fits the theme. I love how they separated the inside. I just don't feel like you get the cabin feel. That's my personal opinion.
Okay.
And we're just gonna leave it at that.
Can I share my opinion? Okay.
Of course you can.
I'm gonna show the picture of the cabin. Okay. Again, this is a DVC cabin, and you see we talked about that roof line coming out and the rectangular windows, and you know, just below that roof line, and the look of it. And I'm like, boy, that just looks kind of familiar. So I did some research on my own. The thing to me, first thing I thought of when I saw it, it looks like a she shed. Okay. So I just went on Pinterest and typed in she shed, And this is what came up. Look at the roof line that comes out, extends out, and the rectangular windows below the roof line. Okay, now I'm going to show DVC. Now I'm going to show Pinterest. DVC, Pinterest. It looks like a she shed. I'm sorry, it is not. I do not think of a Fort Wilderness. I do not think of the mountains of Gatlinburg with, cabins up there, anything like that. I think of a she shed, and that's what I found. I don't know what happened, how that got approved, but
I just think they wanted to modernize it for whatever reason. Maybe they think that's what people want now, and it very well could be. It very well could be, but that's just how I just feel about it. That I was surprised that I feel like they went away from the feel and the theming of it, and that's not.
Well, let's throw this out there. We're DVC members, okay, or maybe we're just not members and we're looking into buying DVC. You are touring the Riviera and the Polynesian. Name any other resort, doesn't matter, Grand Floridian, whatever, and then you go and tour the cabins. Which one do you want to put $30,000, $40,000 into and be restricted in an 11-month booking window? That's your home resort,
right?
Is the cabins at Fort Wilderness. That's where your 11-month window is, that you have to book there if you want to book 11 months in advance. Wait till the 7-month window to book at the other ones. So that's one thing. I'm not thrilled about it, obviously. I don't think I would want to invest that kind of money knowing that that's my place that I'm going to be staying at. And what is the price point going to be? It's got to be similar to what the other DVC resorts.
Would think so.
Maybe it's going to be a little bit less. I would hope it would be a bit less than what the other resorts are, because it just is not screaming, I want to stay there.
Right.
To me,
yes.
Yeah.
I do guarantee you, they will sell. They will sell them because there is something for everyone, and I can tell you right now, I know people who are going to be excited and love it. Who
you
would
do?
Be,
because I can't think of a person.
My sister, for one, I think would really like them. But
okay.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I guess to me, I just was surprised at the design. That and I'm just going to leave it at that. For me, that's what I was surprised at. That it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I was just very surprised.
It just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit. Calling it the Wilderness, Fort Wilderness. They should have then just renamed the property, to something else. Camping Paradise. I don't know what, but just isn't what. No. Okay, so number three, resort renovations. They also announced at the condominium meeting there, annual meeting, that they are going to continue on with renovations, which they desperately need. So we're happy to see that they're doing that. So Gail has a list of 2024 and 25 schedule for those resorts. So Gail, what do we got?
In 2024, they are going to focus on Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort, Disney's Boardwalk Villas, and Disney's Vero Beach Resort. 2025 there's quite a bit they're going to be focusing on. Bay Lake Tower at Disney's Contemporary Resort, which we all know that
needs drastic attention.
Yes.
Yeah, badly.
Disney's Animal Kingdom Villas at Kidani Village, Copper Creek Villas at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, Saratoga Springs Treehouse Villas, Disney's Grand Floridian Villas, and Disney's Animal Kingdom Villas, the Jumbo House. And we all know that's, hopefully they're just maybe renovating rooms, because
hope
they don't change too much about these resorts, because
into the lobbies and all of that.
They're
maybe if it needs a fresh coat of paint or something, but
hopefully nothing too
Yeah, I think it's gonna,
drastic.
I don't know, but I would think that's primarily going to be the rooms and the hallways to the rooms and things like that. So, um, and I'm glad to see that
Yeah.
they're doing that, and they have a schedule and it's planned out. They've got this scheduled out 2024 and 2025. I mean,
Hmm.
excellent planning.
Yeah.
Scheduling.
Hmm.
That they have said we're going to update the rooms and we're going to refresh and do soft goods and do this and that, and they have it all dialed in, just like they had with Old Key West and with Saratoga and so on and so forth. So that we're happy to see the progress of the DVC resorts. Here you go. Number 4, the final one. Remember, like and subscribe. If you like it, like it. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. So here's number 4, an update on the news. A couple of months ago, we shared some information out of the Disney Files magazine that Disney DVC was going to reinstate some of the benefits to DVC members to be able to book their Genie Plus prior to their stay, not having to do it at 7 o'clock in the morning and getting Genie Plus at midnight, whatever all that stuff is. Our daughter takes care of that for us. But all of those types of things. So they said that they were going to reinstate that. That's been a couple of months. We did a video on it. You can go back and look at the video. But here's the update. We're going to give you the update. So here is what Disney has said some 60 days ago about the updates for member benefits. So here you are. Ready? I think I hear crickets. They said nothing. 2 months. 2 months, nothing. That I really thought that they would have said starting January 1st, and then they did do the park reservations. No park reservations needed. January 9th. I think that's the date.
Yeah, they did actually come out with a date for that.
They can schedule renovations in multi-states in South Carolina, Hilton Head, and in Florida, all these resorts. They can schedule these renovations, get all of the items that they need lined up as far as the appliances and the carpeting and the floor coverings and the bed coverings and the photos and the pictures and the paint and tiles, and they can arrange all of that, but they can't say when they're going to reinstate these benefits. And it's been 60 days. I don't get it. I hope it's not going to fall into the thing where Disney does this with D23 and also with condo association meetings where they say something's going to happen and it just never materializes. So hopefully,
yeah,
that's what we've heard. That's the update for DVC benefits. So
yeah, hoping that it wasn't just something that they announced because I think they feel people are wanting that, and that I would hope that before you make an announcement that you've done a little bit of the homework on it first, so that it was a realistic announcement. I'm hoping that it wasn't one of those, yeah, we're hearing what you're saying, we're going to do that, but then they get into the actual meat and potatoes of it, and finding out, okay, maybe this is more complicated than we thought. But I would rather than just come out and tell us. Yeah. We really wanted to do this, but or give us a date when it's going to happen.
Because there's talk out there too. Here's a bonus one for you. They've talked about putting more member lounges in different locations. They haven't said where, of course, but is there going to be one at Hollywood Studios or one of the other parks, Magic Kingdom? Don't know, but that is what has been stated. So just hope it's not one of those things like Gail said. They're just going to announce, about that, so, and not do anything with it. So anyway, be kind to cast members, always. And thank you for joining us on our DVC journey. And we look forward to seeing you on our next DVC journey. Bye.
Bye.